Diego.
I'm with the cash like Diego.
All these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a diamond piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep them blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, and she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Riding up with the fettuccine, they both dead, can't talk twice. Know they pray on my downfall, everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off, rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah, all these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a diamond piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
What you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters. Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstage. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. These people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's track.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got a couple teams searching for their first Super Bowl. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers on Thursday night primetime.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
Bryce Young, the quarterback out of Alabama with a Heisman Trophy in his hip pocket, is the new face of Carolina football. 80 touchdowns, just 12 picks in his college career for the Crimson Tide. He may be a little small in terms of size, but potential, massive.
And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Young to throw it. Buying time to his left. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 3. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ready?
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Ritter will set up to throw it. And it's going to be caught by Pitts. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 48 yards. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready.
2nd down, Young.
Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
50 Fury. Here we go. Here we go. Drill green. Hut, hut.
Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Ready?
Ritter with it after the play fake.
Rolling to his right.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Kamu Hill getting in there and taking him down.
Well, it certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Ritter off the play fake. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Triple 38.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. The 20.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Panthers have retaken the lead. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
That throw by Young incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 21.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Ritter on the 4th down try.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. The play fake. Now Young under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. It's Young off play action. Out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
From the left hash, this from 30. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Pass is caught for first, but he's looking for more.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick six ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. He's across midfield. Look at the big man rumble. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for six. Ritter will throw for it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
It's a foot race. On the move past the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Hurry!
The Young's going to throw for this. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Back to throw, Ritter. And complete to Drake London.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts.
Here we go.
As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2.
Red, cycle. Drill green. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
Ready.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Young looks to throw on first down.
He'll find his man, LaVisca Chenault.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready.
It's Young on first down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here we go. Set.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter.
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on third and long following the sack.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Ritter looking to throw here on fourth.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. head-scratcher there. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They're quickly to Thielen here. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Ready.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line.
Red, yellow.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a dump off here to Robinson. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down.
Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. Got his man. It's London. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown Falcons. Drake London taking it in. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score.
Okay, right.
Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2.
Green jack. Blaster. 6. Mega.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
Out of the end zone comes Smith.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Checks this one down to Robinson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
22 needle. Set.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
Rolling to his left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. On first down, Ritter looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night match. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Red, cycle. Real green. Black ultra.
Ritter to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Cooley knocks this one through the post. So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. That could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
82 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Another run here with Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Given the snow, you'd have to think they're likely not in field goal range just yet as they come up on a critical 3rd down. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not let...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Ritter's thrown into the hands of Pitts here. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Ritter.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run with Robinson.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson
from 4 yards out.
And the Falcons have taken a 4th quarter lead.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Black shot. Red, yellow.
In motion right is a running back.
Ritter will throw for it.
Complete at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So now Young and the Panthers down by a field goal. Just over 2 minutes to go.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field.
Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, 33 yards.
And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
That's caught by Pitts. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Ritter wants to throw it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
That's going to be caught. It's Chanel. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Young's going to throw it here. It's caught. It's Chanel again. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Here we go. Here we go. Practice. Sit.
Young. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they...
On this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her. And yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction moments, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I got a shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I got a even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I got a and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got a I still got a I still got a Hey, you must be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind and hit you with a just put your get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my mind is tied. And good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pool pit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her.
Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. And from his end zone, here's Gary Brightwell. Oh, a dangerous return man showing him here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They're going to try and throw. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. A first down throw for Young. Dancing to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Young's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. A big gain there after going backwards, and that will lead to a 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Another run with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10.
52 flat.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 23 yards from Miles Sanders. And the Panthers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. They'll turn to Sanders, and he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Hey, just lock in the case. Lock in the case.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll roll him out right. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Jones looking to change the play. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Running left, it's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have come back to make it a 2-point game. In motion, Slayton. Jones throwing for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated at
taking it right down Broadway.
He's across midfield.
And he'll get this down to the 49-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. And Young's going to throw for this.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Throwing Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Ready.
Following the interception, Young eluding the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Looking to throw, Young. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
LaVisca Chenault.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The offense takes the field. And
Saquon Barkley. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a potential turning point as he get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Okay, ready?
It's Young on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
That is taken in by Hurst.
Now a timeout taken.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Young toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Smash, grab, striker.
Final play of the half, Young. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the...
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark. As time expires in the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead on a final play of the half. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game,
due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead of... Remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And quickly, they get to the line. Escaping the pressure right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. And the Giants ready to come out now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now off to the races, down the right side, inside the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 71 yards. And the Giants get a bit closer. They're going to run it with Barkley.
And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Jim! Click right, click right, click right.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. On the move to his left. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Barkley trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the... And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
Okay, break. Ready?
The play fake. Now Young. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Young off the play fake. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. And Chark calls it in. A good pickup there, 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. Sanders again, and this time he works his way in. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Flush to his right. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Operating from the gun. Jones delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Jones operating from the gun. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller from 3 yards out. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Here we go, hey.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Quick slant into the hands of Darren Waller. Finding room at midfield. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line. Running plays. Just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Ready, set.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Lets it fly for Thielen.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. He's got space past the 25. Big strides. Look at him go. The race is on. He's got a full head of steam.
And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Panthers are going to recover here. That should be enough to get them the victory. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Here's Young.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now 1st and goal.
Gold River! Gold River! Other side, other side. Bama, Bama, Bama.
Jones.
This is caught.
Hey, let's go get one. Let's go get one.
Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it,